The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Girls of 28A. I'm Bianca Valerio. These are my best friends, Trisha Centenera and Julia Segowski, and we're here at Beyond the Box Studios at 1 Rockwell. So we have an exciting show for today. So tell us, Julia, what are we talking about?
When women are known and notorious for getting together and having bitch sessions, right? We'll complain about our boyfriends, we'll complain about our jobs, we'll maybe complain about the bitch next door, whatever. But it's a fact of life and women do it. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I know that...
And we have a very special guest on today to sit and have a little bitch with us. No, I'm kidding. Just to kind of, get into our heads and check out this video and find out who she is.
They say you're the most prolific music video director in the Philippines.
What type of animal are you really?
So, what would you like?
Hair like yours, soft, smooth, flake-free. What's your secret?
If you can believe it, I use Head and Shoulders.
What? My father used that.
Safe, not sound, we made these rules. Crowd control for enlightened fools. So come on, boy, let's change your pace. Come feel the chill of my embrace.
Okay, so please welcome to the Girls of 28A, Joey Mead King.
Hi, girls.
Hi.
Thank you for letting the badass bitch join the bad bitches of 28A.
No, you don't understand, guys. There was a serious courtship that happened to get Joey here. So there's a little bitchin' that happened to get her on the hot seat. So thanks so much for having us.
Well,
thank you for
having us.
For technically.
For the love of Jugs here, Bianca Valerio, because I love you very much and I respect you. And I respect women that are doing what you're doing. This is a very big thing, so I respect all of you, and so it's great to be here. So let's get some bitching on.
Okay. Actually, Joey did come in earlier, and she was having a bit of an off
Oh, it's one of those days, surrounded by idiots.
So I think that's what we're going to spring off from. Like, I mean, do you, Joey, do you feel like all women bitch? And have you ever met a woman who just never bitched? Is it possible?
I think it's a myth.
Total urban myth.
I was asking my husband, babe, is there anyone that you've met any woman you met hasn't bitched? And he goes, no, you all bitch, all of you. From grandmamas, moms, and then even my group, my barcada, we just do. But there's different levels. I'm trying to justify it to my husband, right? Yeah. Not to let him know I am the biggest bitch there. Yeah. But yeah, it's true. I think it's become it's natural form of venting, and maybe adding bitching just makes it sound cute,
Cattier,
right?
Yeah.
Instead of like you guys are gossiping, because gossiping, I know there's a little difference with it. Bitching, I feel like is a different level.
Well, there's different types of bitch. Yeah, exactly. Gossiping is a bit more malicious. There's a negative connotation to that. Yeah. And then bitching is more like whining and gossiping. Is that where bitching is, maybe?
No, I think there's so many different kinds of bitching. There's constructive bitching, there's complaining, there's nagging, there's whining, my favorite is constructive. I hope that I'm a constructive bitch.
Of course you do, because
that's what we all hope.
I have a funny story. So yesterday, Joey, we hear that Joey wants to talk about bitching and women who bitch, and we're like, Trisha goes, do we bitch? We don't bitch. I said, we bitch.
You are a denial bitch.
Pretty much.
I listed off 5 things that we had just bitched about in the past 5 minutes, and then Trisha's like, but it's constructive.
If it's in a barcada, it seems like it's okay.
Yeah.
If the barcada is solid and there's not that one person who then backstab bitches and goes to another
Backstab
Ricardo.
bitches, that's a different category.
Oh, they're the
deserve
worst
to be
kind.
Zip code.
Yeah,
exactly.
those ones.
Hashtag
I'm
that.
not-
Hashtag it. No, but the thing is, I like the book, the men who love bitches, men who marry bitches. Bitches in that term is a positive thing where you are in control of your life, that you don't let a man walk over you. But it's in a way where not so much like you're being dominant, but it's sort of, you sort of know how to play your cards, right?
Yeah.
So why don't we expound on the different bitches?
Well, the different genres of bitches, okay? You've got your I'm so cute, you know, but I'll bitch you from underneath my breath. You know, bitch. They're the dangerous types.
Yeah, I
They're the
agree.
conservative little bitches. Right. And then you've got the badass bitch who's just blatant, who's out there, and they don't care. And then that could also be, men could be that. Gay men also
Yeah.
could be, that's also classified, that's like loud and...
What would you call it if a
bitching.
man bitches?
I don't know.
Rants.
A rant.
Yeah.
You gotta say butching. They're butching.
Butching, yeah.
Lesbian. And then a different form of it. I think I'm a funny bitch.
You are. You slide it in with
I have
humor.
a bit of sarcasm. I'm very raw and right out there, but I think I try to make it funny. You know, not to insult anyone, but that's just the way it is.
But if you insert humor into anything, I feel like it becomes okay.
Yes,
Right?
it's-
Exactly. You can say something very snarky and rude, but if it's funny, it's like, oh, well,
Snarky, I like that word. Is that like the modern bitch?
Snark.
Is that like no? Snark is kind of different.
Snarky's actually kind of cute.
No, snarky is not cute at all.
so
Snarky
sorry.
is
Yeah.
like
Maybe because I know a
I've never heard
more
that word
evil. It's-
before.
it sounds like a dog, exactly. Because it's
Oh.
like, yeah, it's evil. It's a bit like, it cuts you.
Oh, really?
And
I've
It's
never
usually
heard of
said
the
with
word
like a bit of
before.
a.
Right.
Oh, I've never heard of the
But
word.
But there's
before.
cheeky. Cheeky is like a little tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
You're being a little bit rude, but in a playful way. But snarky is just vicious. So
It's so funny because sometimes it's all in the delivery as well. Because Julia, you're from America, I'm from Australia, you're from the Philippines, we all have different accents. But when I say something really bitchy,
Yeah.
it never comes across as
Yeah.
bitchy from when if Julia was to say it.
it's just
Because
not
of her
fair.
accent.
Do you feel like that? You were saying that you were in America.
Well,
and
I understand that's when you change your tones on where you are. Like, of course, being in the Philippines, if I'm going to explain something, if I'm a little irritated, I slow down how I speak
Yeah,
to
there's
you.
more emphasis.
and I have to because other people will be first picking up your energy and then working out what you're saying. And I think that's mostly what happens here. But it's great being in America because you can say anything, do anything, and the service is just different. And the same in Oz as well. You can actually throw it out more. But when you're in Asian countries, just take it down a notch because
Yeah.
people, different cultures, they see this as disrespectful. We've got cultures to deal with, and basically all around it's seen as disrespectful. I think the modern woman nowadays is slowly passing the not the trophy, but passing the trophy that it's okay for a woman to be outspoken. Because then sometimes they say she's being bitchy because she's outspoken.
That's right.
She's liberated, and I'm like, what happened? How did that happen?
I think some people just call them a bitch because one, they can't stand up to them. They can't really, like, if anything, they're intimidated by them or even jealous of them because
Yeah.
they wish they could be that outspoken.
Maybe, and then they're unable to express, and then so they keep it within. Yeah.
there's just a double standard, isn't it? Like they say, if a woman in the workforce, she's a tough boss. People call her a bitch, and she's not
Yeah.
desirable. No one really sees her as a mateable person. But on the opposite end, the same CEO, if he's being a bitch, then he's respected. So it's a double standard.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny actually that, you know, bitch, it can be used in so many different formats. We have the verb bitching, and guys can bitch as well.
Yeah,
you
and they do.
Yeah, they do, right? But it's funny how the verb to complain became synonymous with the word bitch,
Bitching,
which
yes.
is a female word. I wonder how that came about.
Maybe the whole nagging effect, maybe.
Yeah.
And I think that's bad. That's I think comes from our moms.
Yeah, it kind of stems a little bit from
When they keep reminding us certain things, and even if it's a reminder, it becomes a nag and it starts to make your ear bleed. And then I guess maybe with the emotion connected, it gosh, you have to be such a bitch.
Okay, why don't you share stories with us? You've worked in so many places, right? So when actually someone was bitching at you, what was your comeback?
Oh, hang on, let me think. I think the bitching times I had was probably younger because I wasn't aware of myself. Not like I am now. Very aware of myself. But there are moments because it was times of insecurity. Every model is insecure. It's like a necessary thing. You've got to be insecure for you to be successful. Because I know it sounds weird, but I think as a model you get molded by everybody else around you. You don't have a chance to, who are you? So you feel like you're prone to being bitched because constantly around you you've got stylists bitching at you for your weight. You've got makeup artists bitching at you for your skin.
Yeah.
And then your hair, dapat kong condition ka. It's like constantly like, oh my God, you're not just perfect.
Yeah.
And so I feel like these are fashion bitching that is considered normal. So I feel like you just seep it in and brush it off your shoulders and you move on. You just get stronger and stronger and stronger, and then you just make jokes out of it.
What's kind of funny is you actually bitched at me before. No,
because you did a bitching.
It was a constructive kind of bitching. This is why Jugs and I are close. Oh come on, it was in Singapore.
It made you stronger.
Yeah, I'll let you say what you said to me, but this is the scenario. I came from a casting. And it was my first time to ever live out of the country. It was in Singapore. And I remember it was happy hour and I was crying, right? It was the first day. First she comforted me. And then the second day I cried again. And the second day by the time I cried, what did you say?
Suck it up. Well, no, I understand she just come from Manila. She had great hopes in Singapore. And I guess because I'm there, I know how it works. Bianca's used to having conversation with people you meet.
Yeah.
And her auditions and castings, it was nothing. It was blank. Give me photo. Thank you. Goodbye. And I think Bianca's having a hard time. There's no connection.
Yeah.
How did I do? Because the Philippines is all about you're so good. Yeah. Galing mo. There's so much praise.
Yeah.
If you're bad, there's no one says anything. And when you go to other countries, they really bank on if you're talented, you look this way, amazing, let's go, let's rock it. And she was so upset, so I understand. And then I just wanted her to toughen up because it doesn't stop.
Just gets worse. It's like a snowball effect.
Yeah,
Just keeps happening
if you
and
let
happening.
it get worse,
Yeah.
or if you just know that that's how it is, and then just go with the flow. And then you moved agency, you were looking for so you were looking for something that worked for you because you needed to have connection. You needed something because you're maximizing your time. You want to make it work. You want to earn well, but this is what happens every time you go when you work out of town. It's like a risk that you throw out into the universe, and you just hope for good things to come. But if they don't, well, yeah. But Bianca's the only one. I had a lot of girls come through. I think the ones who had it harder, I think were the American girls.
Really?
Yeah, Aussie girls, Canadians were okay when they traveled, and of course Asians were cool. But I met American girls had a hard time with the food, and I'm thinking, you guys are in Singapore. It's so easy. This is like Western living. But things would be gross or ew, what's that? It doesn't look clean. Or like
Singapore is the cleanest.
Right?
Oh
Singapore.
my God.
Where's the craft table?
Rude Americans.
Yeah.
It's true. When I traveled throughout Asia, I mostly ended up hanging out with Aussies and Canadians.
Yeah, because they just
Or
look cool.
American guys are okay.
Yeah, the memos are pretty cool, but you get the odd one, and then the ones who toughen up with the girls who came from Taiwan, who had just done the torturous catalogs of Taiwan, China, and they're just like, oh, Singapore, I'm in heaven, 6 layouts only. I'd be asked, Joey, they're finishing me already. It's 12 o'clock. Is that normal? How many outfits did you do? I just did like 6. Yeah, it's normal.
Usually they do 30 in China, right?
More like 120.
Oh my god.
They time you while you eat.
Wow.
Oh my
They time
god.
you at the toilet.
One girl who had come from China, she had done underwear to save money in the studio. They turned up the heating, and so she's
Shivering in her.
brow. And then the photographer's like, "Stop shaking! Stop shaking! You know." Models, you're not human. Work monkey.
All the
lifestyle, ha ha ha, fashion. You know, it's a funny, silly world, but
Out of
works.
and why we bitch a lot because think of all the silly shit they make us do.
At the end of the shoot, you just go back to your friends like, oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much. I had a Chinese roommate in Hong Kong. Actually, she's huge now. She did all the Marc Jacobs campaigns. But I remember I was like, it was midnight. I'm at home like doing a face mask or something, and I come home and my roommate, she barely spoke any English. She storms in. She's like, I just died 7 times today. I'm like, And then my other roommate actually spoke Chinese because she was Taiwanese Brazilian. And she translated and she had to do like, she literally had an editorial where they made her die 7 deaths for each layout.
Yeah.
But it was like they had to remove her makeup and then do it again.
And they wonder why we end up bitching.
Yeah.
Skin attached to me. Attached to me. They forget.
Out of all of
That's true.
the girls that you've worked with, like different countries, what country would you say would be the bitchiest?
Philippines.
Ooh, let's hear
I did
this.
not see that coming, Joey Mead King.
Philippines. I think there's just a lot more exaggerated etceteras here. That's unnecessary. No offense to all the BTS, but I don't understand all this BTS happening.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just not mending well with the generation or the way things are happening.
No, I get it. You know what it is? Because you are so upfront and honest about everything. Filipinos tend to sugarcoat everything. They go behind the scenes. They can't be confrontational.
Like a walk in the
Yeah, so instead they don't know how to deal with people like you who are actually real.
Okay, wait, Joey, where did you do your growing up?
The chunk?
Yeah,
Years?
pretty much. Because you know, you just said that it's the Filipinos who you find are the most bitchy, especially when it comes to the workplace, because of all the behind the scenes.
There's a lot of like
jargon.
behind the scenes bitching.
So where did you
At the
grow
end of
up
the job,
and learn it all?
Almost is so and so. That's what happens here. When you work abroad, none of that. You come and you do your job. Thank you, see you next month.
Yes.
Or thank you, good, very good work with, and then they get you again. Finished. America, finished. Here there is etc.
I find it
That's
so
why
much
you're
here.
used to talking, making people comfortable, liking you. There's a lot more groundwork involved. And just put me for the job. Let me host, okay?
I don't want to be your friend.
Just go goodbye, hello, goodbye. But there's a lot of that involved here. And you're saying, born Philippines and then Australia, I guess 5, 6 years old till, and then back and forth Philippines every year for Christmas, for years. And then I wanted to come back. I was 14 and a half, 15, and then I don't come from a rich family, guys, so I just worked out that this can earn something.
Like this.
This can earn something, and the way I speak can earn something. And I was very ambitious, so I wanted to travel. So at 15, I went to a modeling agency and asked if I couldn't afford the class. It was 10,000 pesos to 15,000 pesos for class. But the agency owner liked me and said if I could man her phones because she noticed how I spoke. So from then already, I would man her phones, would make her business sound
International.
And then I'm 15 years old. I'm here in Greenbelt, and I had no money. I'd have like take a lunch. I'd take the tricycle and the jeepney. Tricycle out the village in Pasig, jeepney to Marcos Highway, another jeepney from Marcos Highway to the Love Bus in Cubao, and then Love Bus to Greenbelt. And then my bayad, my money, I'd have to make do with 800 pesos for every 2 weeks. And I would go to SM, and they would have ensembles for 150 pesos.
Awesome.
Wow.
And then at that time it was stirrups.
Yeah.
In like a top, but in the jeepney, I would wear a big t-shirt, put my hair back, and won't say anything. I just have the right change. And then, manong tabi po. And then just, because I wanted to leave the house. I wanted to travel. I wanted to model. And my teachers would, I never took Apple's class, but Apple's Barun was a teacher. And then her boyfriend then, Denden Abdesamis, was a teacher. He's gay now. So awesome.
Oh my god, they dated?
Yes.
Oh god.
I was this 15-year-old, and they were looking at me like, so breasty. And then they're like, you're 15? You know, I guess my genetics is bigger. And then I wanted to see if I complete my studies. I did one more year in Australia, but I had the Asian bug already. Well, a friend of mine died during that time. Maureen helped me, she was shot. And so that kind of changed things for me.
I remember that.
And so she was my first friend, foreign, English-speaking friend. And so I thought, I think I should study, but it wasn't working. I wanted to travel, I wanted to see the world, and I wanted to model. And so I came back to Manila 17, and then I got with an agent, and then I'd already met Robbie Carmona briefly, and then Robbie asked me, I'm going to be a director. So I want you to walk my show, and I did a really bad show with Patty and Suyan in this club. I sucked so bad. I was crying. I sucked so bad. These girls are like these senoritas walking, and I had this clunky thing. But Robbie said, no, I want you to walk like you walk. I want you just to go out there and have fun. Oh, okay, I guess I can do that. And because Robbie Carmona, I would do somersaults on the runway. I'd just dance. I'd always be the crazy girl.
That's true. That's what Joey's known for. Whenever we do fashion shows, she's the girl where everyone's like, and she'll be that holding the baton. She will like taunt the audience, throw underwear. That's Joey.
That's me. Not throwing underwear, but
kind
but
of
smacking my ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know if you know that video of George Michael. Freedom and Too Funky.
Oh, yes.
These are the models who walked with such character and sass. And this is what I saw. And this is what I emulated. And this is what I felt.
Yeah.
So with Robbie, that's why this show for Rahul is my last show, my finale show. Because it's with Robbie and it's with Rahul.
Yeah.
Because I don't walk with this love anymore. Like this last year, I think my last show with Rahul for Bench was fun, or like the stutters, and gave it all. But I've noticed the last few shows I've had, it's different now. Like different people, too many people. There's no love. They don't know you. I don't want to work with this anymore. I want to work with people that just do it because they love it.
For the passion.
I want to walk with love, not walk like, oh, okay, that was done. Let's go. Get out of here already. I don't want to think this way. I don't want to be this way. So this is the last show. So not sayonara runway. Modeling now for 23 years. Hosting for 20 years.
Yeah. Okay, so Joey, you are a supermodel in the country.
For Manila, a respected, known person in the Philippines.
So why don't we talk about Asia's Next Top Model?
From second one.
You are the mentor in the model mentor. Tell us more about that.
What would you like to know? Like the nitty gritty?
We want to know the bitching.
That's what we
Actually happened.
Well, we all know reality shows. We all know what they are casting for. They're casting for character. So for Asia's Next Top Model, we're casting for models. And because it's still television, we need to cast characters. Like, because if it was a modeling show, we're going to get 5'11s the whole way.
Yeah.
That's going to be a very fast show, and no one's going to watch.
Yeah.
So you have to cast people who love it so much, but aren't models, to appeal to those who wish would watch.
Yeah.
And it's very funny with this casting because you've got the girls who are tall, lanky, and have everything going for them, but they're insecure and they don't speak. But you've got the girls who are petite and full of energy and full of life, and you're like, they're so good, but you're going to be a model, girl.
Yeah.
You know, and you mash these girls together in a house, and you just watch natural things happen and shove cameras in them 24 hours. There's going to be breakdowns. It was really hard. I did not like elimination. I'd always try to get out of it. I just wanted to do my job and be a big sister to these girls. It was just hard because when you want to teach a young woman, I'd be there with you the whole way to teach you how you speak, how you present yourself, whatever you want to do. But being on a TV show, I would pull back. So, because I'd let the cameras go. That's the only dilemma for me. Because it's reality.
It's reality.
So it's like, I'm going to stop you, but I won't stop you. I'm going to let you go because you might do something a little interesting. But if it was my class, I would stop you right away.
Yeah.
So these are the things I would have dilemma was. And elimination was hard because it's a whole day affair. It's really difficult because everyone is crying. They'll just edit which ones they want will be on.
Without the
It's so hard. I remember all the horrible things told to me. Lalo na them. You know, and they're coming there crying, and it's every 3 days, so it's really full on. Shoot,
Emotional
class, challenge, next day shoot, next day elimination. Class, challenge, shoot, next day. So it's constant.
Intense.
There's no break for like, help me cope with all the stress.
No, we want to catch it on camera.
How much
You want to
of it
see
is
the
real,
break,
though?
yeah.
Like I know one of my best friends was on Brazil's Next Top Model, and she said that they had to take a psychology test before, so that they manipulate it so well. They really can tell.
Be careful that question that says, "What are you afraid of?"
Oh.
Yeah. So be like,
I know, it's like,
cheeseburgers,
rats,
designer clothes, kittens. But you've got young women who are impressionable. So it's a wonderful area because it's like, oh great, she's going to say, oh, spiders. Here, shoot today, we're going to be with the spiders. And you've got every person has a talent, whether it be for on camera or live camera or high fashion lifestyle. They're gonna, soar in one. So when you got a girl and put her on camera for like commercial, it's just it's just. Yeah, it's different for them because it's not all about taking a great shot. Now, little petite one was so awesome. She's from Malaysia. She would knock out all her photos.
I remember that, yeah.
We would be in elimination thinking, Melissa's still here? I go, yeah, I watched her in her shoot. Yep, she did better than anyone else. She ain't going this week. You're like, oh my God, why?
How tall was she?
She was 5'4" or 5'5".
Wow.
Tiny.
Okay.
But her personality was stronger and her confidence was taller
Yeah.
than our tall girls. Funny.
There you go.
How does this happen? How does this happen with
God, some girls get height and some girls don't.
Yeah.
Some girls get personality, some girls get height.
Yes.
Actually, Kate Ma, I met her years ago. We modeled together in Tokyo, like years and years ago. And I don't remember her being so weird. And then I watched her on TV, and she's a bit crazy. She's like an old cat lady, but in a beautiful hot model girl body.
I find Miss Taiwan beautiful. What's her name?
Kate Ma.
Kate Ma.
Yeah.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah.
She's so pretty.
I bought her out the event. I wanted to.
At Magnum.
Yes.
You brought her.
Yes, I wanted to help her. I don't go to the events, but I wanted to. You want to help your chicas get, get their way in the world.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a great event for her to meet everybody. But she's a bit closed. She's actually now preggers with her firstborn. Yeah. So she's here. So she'll take a break.
I love that. Preggers.
She's preggers.
Because her boyfriend's Filipino, right?
I think Chinese, Filipino.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I think she goes in between from here and Hong Kong. But she was our firecracker.
She's crazy.
Yeah, and it was great TV.
Yeah.
She was a favorite. She would be.
She's a
so
character.
funny. Yeah, and you want these for the show. So I guess for the show, it's a mishmash of a model, commercial model, but it's still it's like I always tell you, it's a survival of the fittest. Because you don't know what's going to happen the next day. And I feel really horrible after elimination because I see the next day, hey girl, so your challenge today is you hate me.
Did you have to bitch at anybody?
Because we get them for everything. Whatever they edit, it's up to them what they think makes sense for the episode. But we get them for how is that walking? What's that walk? Or what are you wearing? You should know black bras in this song. So didn't we not tell you about wearing the proper underwear? Even Nadia pulled out her bag. I'm a mama, okay? So I also have things to prepare with. I have told my nudes and everything because we had one of our girls constantly wearing granny panties.
Oh,
Lovely.
modeling 101 that you don't wear granny panties.
Right, but it happens.
But you just don't wear granny panties ever.
Yeah, no, you don't.
You just don't, yeah.
Wow.
But
Under
yeah,
period.
No.
well, maybe nice looking.
Nice,
the
like
gray cottons, but not like the like the saggy into the back. Hey, we're not bitching.
No, wait, we're not.
See, there's a way to communicate from bitching to mending, right?
Chatting.
There's something.
But you know what? we want to get to know you a little bit more. Putting aside the pitching and the topic that we have for the show, this segment is called 20 Questions, getting to know you a little bit more.
okay.
You need to answer these questions as quickly and as precisely
Like
and
no
correct
thinking,
as
just
you
like
can.
boom.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
What do you like better, dogs or cats?
That's hard, both. I have all of them.
Gotta answer.
But today, the cats were good.
Okay.
Okay.
Dog ripped up the couch this morning.
Have you ever kissed a girl before?
Not horridly, but hello pets. So yes, I have.
Not totally.
Do you
Yeah.
want kids?
I have enough kids already. So
Okay.
after today, I'm more like, I was really set. With the vomit on the floor and the ripped up couch, I'm set.
Okay.
What's the stupidest question a fan or anyone has ever asked you, and how did you answer?
Oh, there's a lot of those guys. You get ones like, oh, where have you modeled? And how do you answer that?
It's true.
Where you model? Where you model? How do you answer that, guys? So I just be like, oh, many places and leave. Want a photo? Let's go. Be nice to the fans. Those guys
Okay.
are awesome.
Are you allergic to anything?
So far, no. I don't think so. I think I'm okay so far. Yeah.
Have you ever been arrested?
Oh, well, almost. I had a warrant of arrest.
We'll get back to
Yeah,
that.
we'll get back to that, right?
Badass bitch on the show, right?
Have you ever hated a contestant on Asia's Next Top
Oh,
Model?
no, not at all. Yeah, no. Lots of love for young women trying to do their thing in the world.
Okay, so you love pets. Have you ever blamed a fart on your dogs?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Okay, if your husband became an astronaut and he was sent to lead the planet for a suicidal mission, would you mourn his loss or wait for him indefinitely?
Wait for him. I'd go with him. Let's go together. Down, up, let's go.
Joey Mead King, 100 divided by 4 equals
100 by 4 is 20. Yes?
5.
No, 25.
Okay. Solan Yusuf or Isabel Daza?
Solen.
Okay.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done for a photo shoot?
Gee, where do I start from A to
Dance,
Z?
monkey, dance.
I know. Crazy. There's so many crazy things, guys. Just look at my portfolio. There's so many crazy things.
Majority.
There's a lot. Yeah, I think it's necessary. Yeah.
Do you consider yourself more Australian, Iranian, or Filipino?
All around. I'm worldly.
What country has the hottest men?
Who?
Your husband's Filipino.
I know what I like Asian men, so Japan. Japan.
People, Korea.
I have a thing for Thai boys and Japanese boys, Korean boys. I love Asian guys. All the anime and all the dance.
Patricia.
Rain.
Okay.
I am gaga. I look at Rain videos like, whew,
She has a secret obsession with Korean men.
I love him. I love him. I asked my husband, babe,
K-pop
dance them
anytime.
like Korean for me. Yeah. And he's like, babe, no. I'm like, yeah. Love it.
Okay.
Have you ever thrown up on someone before?
No, but all over the toilet, upstairs, on my bed.
Okay. Lovely.
With chicken pieces. And why is there always celery in there?
Oh God!
Carrot.
Do fish get thirsty?
Fish? I don't think so. Do they? I don't know.
Let's get back to you on that. Okay. Name one piece of clothing you cannot live without.
Bra.
Jugs.
Yeah.
Jugs.
I need help.
Yeah.
Have you ever stolen anything from a shop or from someone?
Oh, no, I haven't.
I think Julia's stolen gum before. Probably.
She has an addiction. It's bad.
An addiction, gum addiction.
Okay.
What is always your first bit of advice to any model?
Have a big appetite for rejection and always stay hungry for ambition.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Damn.
That's a really good one.
I know.
It makes you
Instagram
neutral
that.
when you go to things.
Yeah.
That way, when you go to something, you're like, they're like, it's cool. It's cool if I don't do this. Do your best.
I'm hungry for rejection.
But I'm always a big appetite for
big
rejection.
big appetite.
Big
Not
appetite for
hungry,
rejection.
don't say
Yeah, a big appetite for rejection, but always stay hungry when you're ambition.
Alright. Okay. Apart from hosting, modeling, mentoring, and your love for animals, what else are you passionate about? You can go on about this. Go for
I
it.
want to save the world.
Expound.
I want to, whatever I represent or whatever I can do, I would like to do it for the greater good. I think this is more important now for me. If I can inspire someone else to do good for someone else, or if I can be part of a great organization to motivate stop mining, stop animal abuse, stop women abuse, invigorate the young women, get a school for the Girl Scouts is my next project. If I can do these things for the rest of my life, well, this is what I'm doing for the rest of my life. I am already very happy. So I would like to do more. And fashion, if it comes, it's amazing because I gotta eat. But I would rather use what I represent and what I can do for the greater good.
And when you say stop mining, is that like the mines in Cambodia, or are you talking about mining?
Actually, no,
here
the
in
latest one is in
Philippines?
Indonesia.
Okay.
They in Aceh, they've got one of the only forests where there's rhinoceroses. And I think that's right, rhinoceroses, rhinos, elephants,
yeah.
and they're going to kill the orangutans because they want to mine. This is the only forest where they're actually roaming free. Now, our host for the show, Nadia Zucalong, what she's doing is so inspirational. She just recently went to Kenya to learn about the elephants who are being killed for their tusks. It's like the poor are being invigorated by the rich. It's always this. And killing the animals, so she went to an orphanage of baby elephants, and then now the rhinos are being attacked for their horns, and it just continues. It's just, I think it's just ignorance. I think it's just greedy rich. And I think there's a way just to keep explaining or showcasing that we as a people can at least lessen or stop this happening. It's like we're all trying to kill the world, yo. You know, and things with what Nadia is doing is something I'd like to incorporate more, but maybe in this hood, like with our Philippine eagles. Stop mining, stop deforestation, or just say something that's so iconic to the Philippines. And even like our charity is Chosen Children. These are abandoned children. Educate women. Give them choices of birth control. This is what happens when they don't understand. Give them schooling. And a woman, how great is it for a woman to be able to study? And she can pass to the next. She won't be pregnant at 15. Yeah. She'll be pregnant ready when she's in her mid-20s, or even early 20s. That's where she can, and she can do it for her next kid, and so forth. So it doesn't happen when they're younger and younger, and just, it could go on. There's so much to do in this world.
You're a very passionate woman. You're very inspiring
I
and
feel
invigorating.
inspired.
Super.
I like this. And then with this, maybe you'd come across something and then pass a petition or talk about it with your other friends. And then, who knows, you could influence 10 more, and that 10 more could go on. So, yeah.
So what can we expect from you in the coming months?
Not coming months. I would like to come out with a memoirs book. So maybe in the next year, I'm working on a book. And this also, the funds go to Chosen Children, our charity. And then, and also would like to help these Girl Scouts build a school. Because the Boy Scouts got their own school, and these Girl Scouts are doing their studies outside in the park.
The boys have a school.
And these are girls in Pasay, and I think they love going to school. They love it. They love learning. And who does not like a young woman, learning these things, right? Hello, I mean, I didn't do that when I was a kid. I want to help these guys have a school.
Is there any way that we can help? How others can help?
Yeah, we just started. Ian's just shooting them now to have a video out. But I guess maybe my website, joeymeadking.com, I'll put it there, my blog, Power to the Pinay. But you will see me slowly trying to put away. I have dinners. I did a garage sale on the weekend, which was successful. All of my clothes and everything, and every everything I earned, which is 13,760 pesos, went straight to Paws. So that, because for Paws, 1,000 pesos a month ensures a cat or a dog vaccination and food.
Yeah, let's explain to everybody what Paws is.
Paws is animal shelter, and I'm their advocate, biggest supporter. I'm an advocate. Everyone's an advocate or an ambassador or something. It's just, I support them wholeheartedly.
Who else is Heart in my Melissa? She supports them
Yes.
as well. Is it just the two of you, or are there more?
Oh no, there's so many
so
more people.
many.
But Heart being, she's just so much stronger. People will be able, you've got like major politicians or like celebrities, they really push it. So I don't care what's happening in Heart's personal life. I dig her because she supports Pause.
Yeah.
And she's had a banging body. I really like her
Banging.
color.
She's just banging.
I'm all like, wow, I could go gay for you.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
She's
There's a lot of people involved. It's usually for non-government organizations. This is how it happens. They depend on everybody to volunteer and support. Pause is all about neuter, spay your animals, don't produce, and adopt, don't buy. I have my own Aspen who ripped up my couch this morning. I love you, Beamer.
I've been speaking with you for a couple of months
Yes.
now. We've been messaging back and forth about adopting a kitten or a cat or a dog or fostering
Yes.
or something like that. So that's definitely something that myself or anyone can do, right?
Yes, you can foster if you don't have the means to have them in your home forever. You can help foster a little kitten. They've got little kittens who need milk, who need to be loved, and then if Pause checks out your resume, knows that you're going to be great, you can take care of little Ming Ming for like maybe 2 months, but it's your dedication.
Yeah.
And then what they always hope for, that you really fall in love with
And then you take them.
and you become
Yeah.
a foster failure. But they have that as well. Also, you can foster with Pause and have your donations. They're also open to volunteers. For Christmas, I was just there. You walk the dogs. Because you've got different cases. God, there's just so many cases
So many
that happen.
things. Maybe we could go and do a walk the dog.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
The girls are 28.
Walk the
Go and
doggies, walk the
dog.
bitches.
Walk the bitches, that's right.
Definitely do that. Okay, before we wrap up, you can do an American accent and an English accent. Is that correct? We
would
heard
you like me to
that.
speak in
But we want you to say
American?
something in particular. We want you to say, "Hi, I'm Joey Mead King, and I'm here with the girls of 28A."
Okay.
That was my English accent. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm Joey Mead King, and I'm here right now with the lovely ladies of 28A.
Oh,
Wow, it's such a posh.
It's posh.
It's a
Very
posh
posh.
older woman.
I can't do
English accent.
like
Julia.
Cornwall English.
Do it.
Oh, mine's so shabby. It's embarrassing.
Hers is very cockney. Go.
Yeah, go.
I'm not really sure what to talk about at the moment. Apparently, I sound a bit shabby that I'm from Essex, but
So good. I can't do that. Who can do Scottish? I
I
always
can't do Scottish.
And Irish and Scottish is so hard. I always like South African. South Africans are.
I can say I'm a South African.
All right.
But that's as far as it goes.
Wait. So other than that, how about your American accent?
American.
Yeah.
I had to do American for AXN for a year. That was really hard.
Okay.
American accent. It almost sounds like I'm a bit Texan. No, I sound like I'm a bit Texan. I sound American.
Okay, so
Okay.
say it.
Hi, I'm Joey Mead King, and I'm here with the girls of 28A.
Yeah.
the R was a bit
Yeah.
You throw an Australian A out when you speak naturally.
Australian's a bit harsher than Oh my god, girls, hey! So I'm Joey Mead King, and I'm here with the lassies of 28A. Well, how's it going, girls?
Oh wow! On that note, guys, thank you so much, Joey Mead King, for coming in and talking to us about bitching and all kinds of stuff and wow.
And the greater good.
I'm the
Yes.
greater good. Saving the world.
Wait, so I'm sure that people want to follow you Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Just my Twitter for my usual bitchings, which is Joey Mead King, and then if you want to see my pets and my a bit of my personal life, it's my Instagram, same name, Joey Mead King. And for more business purposes, website joeymeadking.com. There you go. Thank you so much, ladies.
And for us, the girls of 28A, if you want to tweet us, because we're always ready and eager to hear your suggestions, to things that you'd like to hear us talk about, that is at girls of 28A. We have a Facebook page, so go ahead, check us out. We're always updating it with things that we're up to. And also email us at thegirls28a@gmail.com. So
Awesome.
thanks for joining us.
We want to know what you guys think about Joey, and if
Tell us how awesome she is. Tell us if you thought she was just a bitch.
Just being a bitch.
Or-
exactly, right?
Am I a cute bitch or a badass bitch? Don't answer that.
Yeah.
I want you on your ass.
Bitch with boobs. All right, people, that's it for us from Behind the Box Studios at One Rockwell. We are the girls of 28A, and we are all here.